How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Rangers Rundown. The Rangers have officially clinched a playoff spot in this year's playoffs for the Stanley Cup. Very exciting stuff for Rangers fans, as we haven't officially made the playoffs since 2017 was the last time this Rangers team made the playoffs. Now, I know we made the play-in during the pandemic and then just got completely wiped off the face of the earth by the Hurricanes. But this feels really good as a Rangers fan to clinch the playoffs successfully in a normal year for the first time in about 5 seasons. So this feels good. Mott sustained an upper body injury from the Penguins game the other night, and by all accounts it seems significant enough that we probably won't see him for the rest of the season. Unless the Rangers make a deep run in the playoffs, I think we've seen the last of Mott, possibly forever, on this Rangers team. It depends on if they want to keep him around in the offseason or not. Hedl also has an upper body injury, but he is day to day, so we'll probably see him before the end of the season. Tonight's lineup: Kreider, Zibanejad for Toronto, Panarin, Strome, Kopp, Lafreniere, Gaudreau, Kakko back in the lineup, and then Hunt, Rooney also back in the lineup, and Reeves back in the lineup tonight. Lindgren, Fox, Miller, Trouba, Braun, Schneider, so Nemeth gets the night off, and Shesterkin in net. This could have been a game where they put Georgiev in, but I think they just wanted to clinch the playoff spot and not have to worry about it, although I'm sure they weren't that worried anyway. But with Shesterkin in net against the Ottawa Senators, you can pretty much guarantee yourself 2 points. We get into the first period, 2 minutes and 22 seconds into the game. Watson scores the only goal for Ottawa this evening, but Ottawa was leading this game for about 10 minutes. So there you go. That's a small victory that they can take home with them. Rangers were controlling play for the first 2.5 minutes, but a quick pass to net front and Watson able to put it behind Shesterkin. Fourth line responds after that goal, and then the first line continues the offensive zone play after that. Gallant likes to put the fourth line out on the ice after a goal because he knows the fourth line is going to grind, they're going to cause problems, and maybe push the offensive kind of momentum in the way of the Rangers. 5:55, Norris takes a holding penalty. It was drawn by Hunt, so the fourth line doing well early on in this game. The power play was okay, not fantastic, generating some offense. Reeves, 9 minutes in, he already has 2 big hits, so he's making a statement, getting back into the lineup tonight. First line spends a full shift in the offensive zone. Wouldn't be the first time they do that. Miller sets up Trouba in front with about 9.5 minutes left, and at that point, the shots were 6-1 in favor of the Rangers. Then at 12:32, Panarin would score his, not first goal, first point. His goal, he had 3 points tonight. I believe 3 points. Yeah. You could check me on that. He had at least 3 points tonight. The puck kind of shuffled its way into the slot. Panarin shoots it. It leaks through. So Panarin ties it for the Rangers about 10 minutes after Watson scores for Ottawa. Miller puts a big hit on Joseph, and then Gaudreau has a chance on a knuckler in the crease. Lines get a little scrummy after Vetrano swipes at a puck that was covered. Last couple of minutes, the play slows down for both teams. Shots end up being 12-3 in favor of the Rangers. So Rangers limiting Ottawa to only 3 shots on goal for the first period. We get to the second period. The first line, followed by the second line, both have complete shifts in the offensive zone. And then right after that, Ottawa hits a post during a 2-on-1. Gaudreau, beautiful deflection off of a Schneider pass, but Ottawa's goalie able to gobble that up. 2:56, Fox takes a tripping penalty. He knew right away. He dropped his stick. He put his head up to the clouds. Kreider has a shorthanded chance. Zibanejad has a 2-on-1 pass blocked during the penalty kill. Strome has a shorthanded breakaway, and then the Rangers have a shorthanded 3-on-2. The Rangers might have had 3 shots on goal during that penalty kill, and I don't think Ottawa had any. It was a very, very dominant statement for the Rangers. Shesterkin makes a big save on Norris, and then at 6:56, Kopp would score what would end up being the game-winning goal tonight. And he has points in 9 of his first 10 games with the Rangers. He has been playing so well, fitting right into this top 6 with the Rangers. I know it is extremely unlikely that Kopp is a Ranger next season, but wouldn't that be something if they could figure it out? Fourth line pushes right after and comes close. Fourth line comes close to scoring 2 quick goals for the Rangers. But at 9:05, Kreider scores his 48th goal of the season. Just streaking in from the circle, rips it into the goal. I'm sure that's one that the goalie would like back, but we don't care so much. First line and the second line, another set of back-to-back shifts in the offensive zone. And then at 17:27, Strome would score a goal for the Rangers. It was off the rush, and then Panarin has an assist on that goal, and I believe he also had an assist on the Kopp goal, if my memory serves me correctly. But he ends up with 3 points in tonight's game. Lafreniere takes a puck off of the face shortly after that. You could see him on the bench kind of nursing his jaw. Rangers just smothering Ottawa in every single zone, not letting them really handle the puck much at all. I'd be curious to see the stats for actual puck possession tonight, because it was incredibly slanted in the Rangers' direction. Shots 13-6 in favor of the Rangers in that second period. We get to the third period. Not really too much to say in this third period. The Rangers continued to dominate and continued to hold the puck. Ottawa able to get a lot more shots on goal this period, so Shesterkin's most active period being this third. Vetrano hits the post 30 seconds in. Rangers continue to control the play through the first 4 minutes. 7 minutes in, Kreider has a backhand that goes wide. Rooney has a chance shortly after that. Panarin leads the rush and ends up with a good chance. Shesterkin a couple of saves mid-period. Kreider has a chance with about 6.5 minutes left. Lafreniere takes a Goudreau shot to the ribs, so Lafreniere just getting beat up by the puck tonight. Second line shift looks like a power play with about 3.5 minutes left in the game. And then at 17:31, Kreider scores his 49th goal of the season. Braun had an assist on that goal, so good for him. 49 goals, though. He is 1 goal shy of scoring 50 goals in a season, which would push him into, I believe, solo 4th or tied for 3rd as a Rangers franchise record for goals in a season. He's going to get to 50. The question is, how much past 50 is he going to get? Shots 11-8 for Ottawa in that third period, but it doesn't matter because the Rangers clinch a playoff spot with this win tonight. They have 100 points on the season, tied with Carolina for first in the division. Now, Carolina plays tomorrow night at home against the Ducks, so we can assume that they're going to win that game, which means Ottawa will have sole first place in the division when the Rangers play them on Tuesday, which is the Rangers' next game. They get a couple nights off, just a little R&R. But their next game is against Carolina, and if they win it, they will either be tied with Carolina again, or they'll be in first place in the division. Now, I know the fan base is split on who they want to play in the first round. I'm on the fence. Do I want the Rangers to play Pittsburgh in the first round? Yes. Do I really care that much? Not really. Playoffs are a completely different just ball game for both the Rangers and whoever they end up playing. So the Rangers could end up playing Pittsburgh and end up losing that series. You really never know what happens. The Rangers could end up playing Tampa Bay in the first round and end up sweeping them. It's just it's playoffs. You never know. So at this point, do I really care who they play? Yes and no. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to care once the playoffs actually start, but I just want to see the Rangers do well, and I think if they intentionally play down to their opponents over these last couple games, I don't want them to have any self-inflicted momentum injuries to the team moving into the playoffs. Just play your game. If you end up first in the division, great. Maybe they end up playing Boston, maybe it's Tampa. Again, we'll see what happens come playoff time. Stats: shots 33 to 21 in favor of the Rangers. Faceoffs 53.6%. Power play went 0 for 1. Hits 23 to 29 in favor of Ottawa. Blocks 19 to 3 in favor of the Rangers. The trivia question of the evening: Panarin scored a goal on his during his 500th game the other night in Pittsburgh. Who was the last Ranger to do that before Panarin, to score a goal in their 500th game? And wouldn't you know it, it was on February 2nd, 2019 against Tampa Bay. It was Matt Zuccarello. So there you go. Rangers are back in action Tuesday night at home against Carolina. Maybe pushing for first place in the division. Maybe that's the night that Kreider scores his 50th goal. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more videos like it, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next rundown.